EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. The Colts sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now Richardson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 5.
Richardson looking to throw this. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game They can't wait to get started again.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the rookie from Auburn, Tank Bigsby. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. You look at this Colt defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
2nd down, here's a run with Bigsby. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And Bigsby once more. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the 1st quarter of a 3-0 game. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Here's Bigsby. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. This now a 3rd and 4. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here is 3rd down and 4. On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Another run by Bigsby. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Hopkins' kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Taking it right down Broadway. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. 124 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. On the carry, Bigsby. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
What an advantage having an elite guy to build a defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Hopkins' kick is good, and that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Track 60. Hey, smash. Tempo, 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 tempo.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. His pass left side to Downs. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
60 Maverick. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go street. Big Lion. Check Bobcat. Check Bobcat. Ready, ready.
Richardson going on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A run here with Bigsby. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. And it is caught, but he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Watson changing to play. Bigsby, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Hopkins' kick is good, and that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with a one-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Richardson back to throw it. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Cup 19, Warriors 70, Buffalo 18.
Richardson looking to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Again, it's Richardson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. A final shot before the half. Richardson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too in the NFL. They're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken from just outside the 30. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Let's go,
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
First and 10, Taylor now. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to extend their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Watson. Got a man here. It's Bryant. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. That one goes for 24 yards. First and 10, Watson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start the drive here with an end around. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? You might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion calls defensively, and it turns into a big play.
They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. First and 10. Now it's Richardson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Richardson to throw. Down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Richardson going to move him around. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now a handoff looking right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now a handoff running through the middle. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
From the gun, Bigsby. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 27. And even 150 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. The Browns on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Here's a 2nd and 5. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he's brought down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Watson going to change the look here. Bigsby once more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tank Bigsby taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Browns 16.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they'll have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Richardson. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown.
Here we go, start.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Richardson. Touchdown! Jelani Woods from 3 yards out. And the Colts could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's 1st and 10. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They'd prefer to use him on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's going to pick up a 1st down here as that clock continues to run. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw, Watson. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd down. One back in the backfield. backfield. He'll get the carry. And he would get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. Here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. This is 1st and 10. One last throw here for Watson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence and made it happen for a victory.